webale kubanga okyekumidde ku STV the sharp talk tukyatambulira ddala wamu n'omukuku na Joseph Tamale Mirundi era nga njagala kwebaza gwe atambudde naffe okuva bwe twatandise paka waneeno naye gwe ate akatwegattako ojjidde kaseera nga tutunuulidde ensonga eziwererako ddala twatunuulidde ensonga y'aba 49 suspects ba supporters ba NUP ababadde mu court martial eggulo era nga baddizibwayo ekitalya nga bakomezebwawo mu kooti okubanga bawulira bail applications zaabwe nga 8 omwezi guno netunulira n'ensonga ya abaka ba parliament ebitaano abirimu omusanvu era nga ne budget yeetagisibwa ya 165 billions ezobagulira emmotoka era nga kigambibwa nti buli mubaka wa parliament ajja kuba yeetagisibwa miliyoni 313 okubanga bagulira emmotoka kati batunulira ensonga ya the 10 representatives banamagye ababeera mu parliament omugaso gwabwe kutuula butuuzi ne bawuliriza era nga ekibuuzo kiri nti who do they report to?
Yeah, I always tell my friends, I've worked for Uganda, I've worked for the president, but I have not been rewarded. Kakati, amawugwega were affected by poison.
Sorry about that.
I swallow a tampeko of charcoal every day. And my brother, the professor, Saliankolia tablets. Tell my friends, I have a few years to live. Kakati mbadde mutaddeko SC. Kati my children are doctors. Bayina buno obusweta. I think I forgot to put it inside.
Sorry about that.
Tulwanye entalo naye tetufunyeemu. Ate president yamunyaabunyanyi. Kubanga president yamunyaabunyanyi. Abasajja bo baali basazeewo tukompasate 20 billion. N'abagamba muzirete nzimu we yazikwata. President yazikwata. Kati anaziwa mulambo. Ku akaunti yange kwaliko sente. Akaunti 200 yasiba naye yange yagisibiramu. Yasiba akaunti 10. Baavu bazibu. Baadde bagenze bamusabe. Tisebo. Tunagula tutya balooya nga akaunti zaffe wazisiba. N'abakoba tebamubuulira. Never is a house girl in a family. Yet tatya land road. Ayita nobaga nti mu nyumba mwali kuba tamanyi land road. Tamanyi ennyumba yammwe ye n'abakoba tamanyi kigenda mu maaso. Kakati that's my concerns. Nti the soldiers the boundary. What is a partisan? The army cannot be partisan. I don't believe so. How can the army be partisan?
It has to be partisan.
Yes.
I mean, it has to be non-partisan.
Mbabuli, even in the US, a highly developed countries. In Germany, a minister of defense, you go by an equivalent of the army commander. Nti yamusanze mu kifomu ly'abasiyaka. Chancellor cut short his visit to go back and solve the problem. In the USA, abasajja batabinira de bawandiika ekitabo nga baagala ssente empitirivu. The equivalent of the army commander yalina mu helicopter ye n'abagamba SEALs are part of USA Army. You cannot claim any money. Publish that book, we shall arrest you. Mache. In Turkey, if the army rejects you, you cannot rule the country. Mache. Amaje tuyitagaga nti ate kuogedde ebiri partisan. Amaje ye abita nti in case tunulira Mubaraka bwe yafuna crisis amaje ge ngajjawo. Gega last resort. Gokasasula na musaayi.
Mugabe gega.
If they allow the politicians to mess up things, they pay by their blood. Not in my opinion, the army cannot be partisan. Nti boogedde bino bali partisan. Where will they express? That's why nti boogera mutya. Lwaki mutya? Kubaga ina power. Kakati tegayinza genda mu parliament noga nti mujja kubba ssente nkagala. That would be a warning. Nti naye olwokubaga libaali bagakuddemu amannyo. Abasajja baatula mu parliament bati yefunza natula omusajja atamanyi na Lungereza. Atwala ssente mmeka. Atamanyi naki. Tate mwogere. Oyita ojooko. Yatulanga ku side ya DP. One day, baali badiscussinga bino byemulaba bino. Si byenaleema. Okuwa former president ensako. Was started by UPC government. I was reported in Parliament, as I told you. Kakati Okwenje yali secretary to the cabinet n'agamba it was totally strongly opposed by the Democratic Party members. Kakati Okwenje kyeyava agamba I don't see why my colleagues on the other side are strongly opposed to this bill, because one day someone can be a beneficiary. As President of Uganda, Uyito Joko naimira n'agamba God forbid. Ne baleeta motion endala mu parliament to remove soldiers, the 10 soldiers in parliament. Baba kidiscussing amagye 10 gaveemu. Olwo abakyolya batandise okukyawa olutalo, batandise okwogera ebikyamu mu gundi. End the war. What? Ne baleeta olugezigezi nti babajje mu magye. Oyita Ojoko yayimirira. Mr. Speaker, sir, yali butagira. I'm afraid. If you pass that motion as it is, tomorrow you will not be seated in the same seats you are sitting now. Francis Butagira next on the agenda. Nekatika na amaje bayisa budget za defense bakolachi listening points. You were there as representatives,
but not supposed to talk.
Actually, it must be refined. Their role must be refined. The army is an arbiter in society everywhere. Kenya bali bagati nnyo. Kenya alita ina minister of defense, budget directorate of defense. The person who has elevated the Kenyan army is Uhuru Kenyatta. Amajega Kenya gaine ishamba lichakamanda in chief cha field mass tewali ali ashamba except Uhuru. Uhuru alinye mamba n'agende Somalia. Kati Kenya ina minister of defense, really director of defense and president's office. Bakitegeera amajene bagajjayo. Kakati we must define what the role of the army should be in the parliament, not to go to witness civils.
It has to be reformed.
Sharing money.
Another point to note, ekyabadde kyewunyisa mu kalukana akaba bannamagye abarepresented amagye parliament. Mwekumi ababaddeyo parliament ey'ekumi. Omuntu omu yekka yakomyewo. General Katumba Wamala, Minister of Transport and Works. And then nebana abalala, none of them was nominated. Okujjako General Eli Tumwine, Minister of Security, ne General Katumba Bokka. They were the only ones who were nominated.
I don't know what they use. But I congratulate Mushalo Yomita Nekesa if he is the one. Dr. Our President. But Dr. Our President Ivanji Bali arrogant. Mwalo is a tiny woman. Taina tewali yagenda we nga mulwadde n'atamuwa ddagala. Nekesa can even recommend people mu pharmacies za Gundi n'akoma n'agamba nti I can help you. Oyo onamuwagaliza is a good woman, is a good girl. Kakati nze kisimanyi bwe baba balonda omukulu w'ekika sibibeeramu. Not interested. Baba balonda mufuti oba w'abakatoliki oba owani, they know what they follow. Kati amagye ge gamanyi ku criteria zaabwe
gye bayitamu okulonda. Wakati oyongereyo ne STV the sharp talk era ng'olunaku olw'eggulo
kakati Katumba Wamala alipresentinga amagye oba minisita
ani
nalabye nga
Katumba Wamala nozeera byonna jangu aw'amagye
but that day institution the institution of the army mbawagira buwagizi. I don't put it good. The army has done a lot of work for us. Is our remaining ambassador.
Some scholars say that Chobugaga President Museveni kyayinza okulekera ensi yattu Uganda ge magye. Reason ge gasinga otwala budget y'eggwanga, they take the lion share. Ekyokubiri, they are well educated. Tulinamu abalina zi masters, abalina zi degree.
But sacrifice yabasomesa nnyo sacrifice. Naye ate n'atakisomesa balala. Kyobula bambaga nti Museveni kanitemu era yo ne alone embwa nemwetolozza oluggi. Bano batta abantu be yali kwatiddeyo n'ayita kabanga naye okuvayo manyi kye bajjiddeko babadde batunulidde mabega bweba nga balowooza agenda bago ne batema we baatuukidde nja bakubamu obutambi bwe mutankubira simu kakati nze that's all nti nabano sibawalana naye nze what I tell you, you fought to me. I've been exonerated. nze kumwayitanga omuyaga gwe mwayitanga ki. One of them said nti we underestimated that man. We could not believe that that man has the technology until the Israelis told me that such a machine exists. And I had to buy a jacket to repair. Nalaba obukyayina nga bubabba. Ne bukwata n'essimu zaabwo zonna ne buzooza ne buzaanika. Ekyuma ekyange ne bwojja mu simu kaadi n'ogisuula. Simu kaadi empya gy'otaddemu esooka kulaga zeeri enkadde nekikubuulira nti nze ndi mupya oli munnange baamugyemu.
Tamale nga tudda ku nsonga ya Bobi Wine. Last week watugamba you survived an assassination attempt. What happened?
Andi nkugambye nabawulira ku byuma byange nga mbalabe mutungo. And one of them has come to confess to me. Another one went through my friend. Nali mbalabe mutungo. Neyabagula namulaba. Nabakubira n'essimu. You know my name is Kalancho. All of the wound. Nimbuulira Amekamanda, ne General Sabit, ne Mariam, mwanyina wa president. Wange sirogologo, nze byuma bikwata. Kakati they disagreed. Ndowooza yafuna luma nti mbitegedde. Naye mu kibo era byaga, he's a coward. He's a coward. That's what he usually does. Analyze this comment. He's a coward. Sometimes he hires two groups and he stops the one and the other one operates. Okitegedde? Bwe bayogera abasajja abo nti ogwo muze gwe olumu ahayalinga ttiimu bbiri emu n'agigana endala netta ekitegeeza si gwe gusoose okutta. Ekyokubiri baamugamba ffe twasembulidde dda ebyuma byaffe tumaze okusendinga abantu ku sayiti nze nno nali mbalabye ewaffe ku kyalo ne mbakubira n'ejjaawo. Kaakati yabawa miliyoni aga okusevinga nakyobe bwe bategeera nti mbaguddemu ebyuma byabakwata bonna ng'era bagamba nti bya bulimba ate banyamba nnyo okungoba ku NBS kubanga nali sibukuba miliyoni baalya miliyoni 5 okuzzayo ebyuma byabwe. Ono yabawadde 5. Kakati ate the following day naye ndaba ababodaboda babisatu yava kwogera na pulezidenti n'ayogera nabo ku Serena nga mbalabe ne babagamba first report tukajjansi kuba bali bagamba nti bwe tutagenda na silencers abantu bajja kujja. We must get silencers, evaluated patrol vehicles, response ya military, police, barracks, byonna ne babibala. Kati bano mbalaba bava ku Serena baaba
basatu
nenkubira owekajjansi ne muganda nga nze navayo ne mugakubira aliyo balina bye bawadde instructions bwe balumba ewange you don't respond. Batuuka ekajjansi basanga information yatuuseewo dda bapakinga ku mabbali bodabodas babulira bwe bajja mbamanyi. Kakati the last one ne batula mu meeting international lawyer bwe baagula mutunula bwe nti yabagamba if you don't kill the local advocacy abantu ne bakitegeera keesi eba efudde abantu bajja batta killing the local advocacy. Kill me, to kill me. We know Museveni nga younger man. I was watching you. You are hired, you are an international lawyer, you handled the previous case, I know your face. If I use video clips, you can use it in your troubles.
Wow, so sad that is coming from your side. Neka tuyongere on STV the sharp talk. Mpozi tugenda kuba tudda ku mboozi ya Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu era ng'ono yakwata kyakubiri mu kalulu akawedde aka 14 January omwezi gwe tukubye emabega nga President Museveni yalangirirwa akakiiko k'ebyokulonda ka Uganda Electoral Commission akamanyiddwa nga the Independent Uganda Electoral Commission. Kati no lunaku olw'eggulo baatutte petition oba baatutte okuwaaba kwabwe nga bawakanya ensalawo y'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda era nga muno balistinze grounds 26 okay kwe beesigamye kubagamba nti okusinziira ku Electoral Commission bwe yarwaninga akalulu kotte baati kali free and fair bawaabidde Anthony General ne bawaabira NRM wamu ne President Museveni. So categories bantu basatu be bawaabidde era emboozi eno kati yeriko ssaawa zino ekibuuzo ekyebuuzibwa Muzeeyi Tamale. This is not the first time nga President Museveni wamu ne NRM ne Electoral Commission babawaabira. Eyasembayo yali amama mbaba
This is different.
guno mulundi gwa
This is a different election.
Mwenjagala okubuuza how different is this petition okusinziira ku ziri endala ezakolebwa kanani Kiza Besigye wamu ne Amama Mbabazi. How different is Bobi Wine's petition and what are the expectations?
Let me tell you, I used to tell you that look what the candidates. Mugisha Muntu respects the president. Mugisha Muntu does not abuse the president. Mugisha Muntu has this Yakulia mu family. Wamuntu Yera. I think he's one of the few people who went to the bush. Kavamu family engaka. The way he conducts himself.
Katino manchi yagambi. Yagambi agenda standing behind Bobi Wine's petition. Era muchimuche beetaga agenda chiba wa. In case of any missing document.
Mwalaba oyogunda yali kano ne bamukuza okufuuka mekamanda. Omanyi kuzi ya swati ngwe omusajja Mugisha Muntu. I respect Mugisha Muntu. Kakati ekyokuba Besigye had personal vendetta against Museveni. Very bitter man. I was his doctor. The doctors disclosed. Were you the only doctor? What about the doctor Battle? So basically, I could see the difference. Kakati Bobi Wine, tufunye omukisa guli bwe guti. Ayina ba handlers.
Ba lawyers, a team ya ba lawyers.
I have seen ba handlers. Bobi Wine ayina America. Kubanga bano abamuwa ekibiina.
America bwegera ko
the mafias. Bamuwa ekibiina bamucontrolling.
America bwegera ko ng'Uganda.
Sai controlling. This is very good. Nabaga nti America tebanatuusa Museveni ku regime change. They want him to make reforms. And this can help us to give us a respected opposition. Etali bent on chaos. Mbebazaako ebintu biri. I congratulate Bobi Wine. So far, sirabanga mukulembeze oba omwogezi nganda bw'abadde ayogera Ssenyonyi si bw'ayogera. Ssenyonyi yabagambye temwekalakaasa. Abatugamba twekalakaase batukola tuveeyo batutte. I have never heard a story from Uganda. Uganda yatuukako okugamba ti buli mujasi wa Somalia asala enkoko gwe battire Somalia asala enkoko a parliamentarian.
How do you say that?
An MP, a parliamentarian. You don't know that nasoma n'Uganda international relations. Pose ya janga buyisi. A country does not have issues to pursue beyond its borders. Kakati Ssenyonyi n'Uganda banjawulo. They are for peace. Two, to take it to court, to go to court, we care for them. This is a mature way and civilized way of handling the issues. Kakati nze always am ahead. Akatabo kankano kalabo.
The rise and making of Kyagulanyi.
Yes. Nabagamba nti the reason why Museveni has stuck to the rules, adhered to the rules, he knows he will win. And he is guarding against nullification. Nullification of elections is possible in Uganda now. Kisoboka.
How?
There are two reasons. One, unlike previous elections, the court gave us benchmarks, which are contained here. The second point is that the international trend, nabawandikira mu katabo kange ne mbagamba, nullifying the election. Let me conclude my submission with a reminder to those who are violating the laws as directed by the Electoral Commission. The 2021 election is different from previous elections and therefore guided by benchmarks that can lead to nullification. Some people think that no Ugandan judge can make such a radical decision. However, we should observe the following.
One,
nullification is possible.
And is one of the top
agenda
petition bagamba bagala court esaze
anti nabagamba before kana katabanda kawandika go bayita drunkard who was a drunkard who was defeated, he becomes what?
Okay.
You become more drunkard. If a drunkard defeats you, you become more drunkard. If a fool defeats you, you become a more foolish person. Kakati nkugamba. One, the judicial in Uganda has seen the benefits of being credible Those who have stood by the people have been rewarded by international jobs, while those who do not have lost. Look what Katulebe, look what Kavuma. Kavuma was acting Chief Justice. Tebashimo. Kavuma has not been given a government that requires a job that requires parliamentary vetting. Katulebe immediately, because of his credibility, are in an international job. So the judges are watching. Are you working for the international market or the domestic market? ICC, these judges, the bosses, the 17 days, they give wound ntende bamutwala CCs because our judiciary, our education is high. Kakati, that's number one. Judges have seen the benefits of being a Butulika, being an independent, and being credible. Kavuma has been dumped like a rotten banana. The only job Kavuma could get was to be chairman of a civil aviation authority, a job that does not require vetting. He does not consider himself for an external market. Number two, the judges retire with their benefits, meaning that they have no need to work in the shadows of the big brother. Parliament gave them money. A judge in America is a judge for life. These
2019, by benefits. The bargain of Suswani retirees.
Bachiwa.
So to get them, so basing on those factors.
Anna wandika before never government Museveni has adhered nga bala mutababitegera bali ba sente
olinga agamba before
bazina balagati sati balagachi never government Museveni has accepted. I was supposed okwogeranga mu badelegates sawa nanyini buyinza sente zange nazitwala mbongende mukolere how so nesiri zange millions zange lukaga ne bazibba ngende makolere mmwe kasompita mu meeting ba nkwasiza wo mutu. Why don't you give me my budget? I started addressing the rallies. About delegates in Mbogeram. I'm very popular in Uganda. Do you observe it? One, well, President Webu go over to Yagamut, Nagan to see somebody. That man has helped the government. To Mukunde Yabagamba. If you kill that man, you're making a very big mistake. Gamba with discussion. Yabagamba, I am by Museveni. I take up the opposition in Bamuris. But once in the following social media, Kariman and Gavadaji Komoto by Motomet, I is an critical condition. Bania Motomet, Jabakola. Number three, Museveni cannot seek another election, and this must be his last lap. Therefore, people are positioning themselves for post-Museveni's era. Ugandans should also take a note of the precedents, like what has happened in Kenya and Malawi. If the Kenyans did it, if the Malawians judges did it, what prevents these people from doing it? So
Olinga Gamba, or you get the credibility after retirement. No, you get a 2019, take it by no Sasua even after retirement. So before, were they compromised?
Auntie Banovaja Kankoboli. Attorney General Museveni tamukomi hao oluwanga musobozi. Do you know that the Parliament passed a law nti election officer yenna amessing up election yasibibwa emyaka 14 ne bategera nti ena alebwe kuwaayo babidde beegumu era nti amuteringiyo. What the president says nti bamubye ekituufu, but they had a computerized machine. Teria election yonna, even a storm hurricane, teyinza kusuula mayumba gonna, teriyo kulonda kukuba baminisita bonna. That is a computerized system. Abasajja baali batta abakazi abo nagenda obakwata nga balina computerized system bwe bagamba nti nja kukubira ku ssaawa 3 n'eddakiika 15 zibeezo nje kikusomeramu olabe. This is a computerized rigging. Ekyokubiri, President yakola ensobi. Lwakojo was an experienced man. Nga mu electoral commission yaluddemu. N'amugobola okuligesa linnya ekyo ne yali mu reprimandis. Intelligence yagoberako Lwakojo. Muyiso mwekiri Let us follow Lwakojo, a man with valuable information. Lwakojo yagenda Gomba ne bamubuuza onoonyeza mukazi wa Kalulu waggulu tutiikinga eyo mwesalirewo. Did the intelligence follow up Lwakojo? Do they know the person people Lwakojo was talking about? A man who has been running the electoral commission nga bano ba novice. Abano ba novice. Bano bolese ba novice. The man who has been managing electoral commission yomugobyemu. Ate tebabatwala mu kkooti. Bafuna benefits bafuna ki?
Anti bagamba they went for early retirement.
Kalinda mukazi we.
Wakadde Mzee Tamale.
Kale ne gamba.
Kigenda wunzikibwa kitya.
Nandi nkugamba. Nti mwe mutamanyi baleeta etteeka eryakanze ba returning officers. Ne bategeera nti NRM ekuwaayo NRM tekolerwa. Kakati nkugamba. Bino byonna bibateeramu. Liko bajudges bye babagamba. The time for filing and determination of the petition. In the course of hearing this petition, the issue of inadequacy of time provided in article, the constitution for filing and determining of presidential elections petition came up. The same issue was also pointed out by this court. Bino byonna babiyitamu abalamuzi ne bibateeramu before. Ne mbagamba nti abalamuzi kakati mukimanyi okufayiringa affidavits ezo tekyakakwetaagisa genda mu kkooti. Oli awandika kiwandiiko ki balooya bawono ne bakitwala. Kakati nentunuulira abasajja bano tebabala. Obujo kagulupu ako Museveni bwali batakakoti naye abazungu bakatukoledde.
So kyogamba tuyinza osuubirayo.
Look what the role of Lukutana in all of the petitions. Lukutana was leading the government team in all petitions. Lukutana is humbled before the elections of all prisons put in Kitalia. Lukutana loses and are you going to go to him? Pasajamui, Mirundi tumuchimayi. I'm a human being. Gandhi studied my behavior. After humiliating me, you cannot use me again. That happens in marriage. That's why I want to retire. My few remaining years is a code of I need the compensation. Wikire. Ne president said that balize bakwata billion ya bili nazikwata azimpi anatwala mulamba. My mother was almost lynched for producing a son who was supporting Museveni. The way he was bundled out of state house. Akasajja akanagisi ne kankuba emyezi ena. Even look at the new vision will pay me 100 million. I will not go to court. They will come to me needing. Kulu byanjamula kakone kabusenga. Ogoba kabusenga kinkwatako kabusenga muyinza okubanga mwamugobye nga naye ali linkiti mugundi mu bino new vision negamba no let us protect our image mubadde mu mugobajo why does he come out nga warrants of arrest zimaze okufulumeza ISIS
naye mwana
sikudu waliwo kano kaleeta tape we are in big trouble we are in big ebanja ly'omwenge ligwana mwenge. This is what I told you to mwebaze. This is what I told you to mwebaze. That under Chiganda culture, you fill a calabash of beer, you compensate with a calabash of beer. Nange wanyonona, no let tape, singamu 7 yali amini. Kuino butubu karibu ke akote katika sura wa muganda wako mubala kisi. Kate ate tugenda bakola akakodi. Ababali mwebyo. Ulemona ba mukibuga. Fiu. Ngadu kange ngala byedda mu motoka yayo. We are going to harass you. Teweza kutta bana bafu.
Mzee Tamale, I need
buli ali mu list yeyo. Kasa mu mulaba fiu. Ngate mange ngala byagiza mu motoka. Ngadu kabajja koga. Ngono musajja yatawo. Oyo musajja yatawo abana 10 bikanga n'abatundayo. He invested in bus. This man, you invested in bus, you are watching me. You invested in bus. It's only because I'm a mature man. I cannot reveal to you. When the rate Nabagam, when Professor Kanyere was about to die, he came to me and told me how he was involved in this scam. That he went to bank, borrowed the money, Professor Kanyere left the list of surgeons who are doing this work in hospitals, a network he had established. But because I'm a mature man, I know, I have kept this list and I will not reveal it to anybody. Don't kill me for
tetugenda
this.
kubanga letusuka waawo ku STV the Sharp Talk wabula bakakasa nti mubadde balayi balungi okuva bwe twatandise zabadde ssaawa 3 paka ssaawa zino ebule dakiika nnyo okuwera ssaawa 5 tugenda okubanga tuviiramu amanya nze Simon Chris Makanga mwabadde batulaba ku YouTube mwebale nnyo era mwabadde batulaba mu zaakezi abadde ku offices wonna mwebale kubanga tutambudde ffenna nkoze ne bannange okuli Husna Afet producer Jeff wamu ne Robert Jones mu control room Don the draw ne Mansuli babadde ku kamera musibe bulungi mpaka olwokubya oluddako mweraba